What do Falcons do? Rise up. Welcome to Rise Up Reactions, show where we talk all things Falcons, NFL, Georgia sports, and in general the sports news of the day. I'm your host, Dr. Lee Denning. I think I might have had to have been resuscitated a couple of times yesterday because it was a ridiculous back and forth, crazy game. So, Falcons, on the very first series yesterday, we throw an interception. Mariota did not look good. He didn't play his best game. He had two incredibly costly turnovers this game. One of them, thank God, didn't end up being points, but did set the tone for the first quarter, which it was definitely mostly Panthers in the first quarter, or at least it felt like it up until Kyle Pitts got hit by Marcus Mariota. Going into the first part of the second quarter, so definitely it felt like Carolina's game in the first part of the first quarter of the game. Man, all my emotion got taken out of me yesterday. If you have not watched my shorts yesterday, I highly encourage you to watch them. That was pretty much live. Me doing it live. But I want to talk about a couple of things here. The Falcons did not look great through the air on most of the game. Now it helped that we were able to do some dink and dunk passes. Demir Bird had a heck of a game to keep us alive late. I hope we use him more going forward. Our run defense did not do great, allowing 118 yards to Deonta Foreman, and I think we allowed more than that as well overall. I think we allowed like 169 yards overall. Spencer Brown also got 27 yards. P.J. Walker had one big run that really didn't matter all that much. But P.J. Walker, again, we're allowing mediocre quarterbacks to look good. 317 yards, a touchdown, interception, and he could have had a much better day, but again, he's a mediocre quarterback. He was missing players left and right. He targeted DJ Moore a grand total of 11 times and hit him only 6. One of those was, unfortunately, a 62-yard bomb with, I think it was 12 seconds left. So yeah, our prevent defense, which is supposed to be a very basic thing that you learn at a high school, maybe even middle school level, you do not let the best freaking player for the opposing team get behind you if you're a corner. There is no reason whatsoever that Evans, a linebacker, should have had to run back to play safety to try and help out. I don't even remember what corner was there, but he was not doing his damn job. But thank God he took his helmet off. Thank God DJ Moore took his helmet off. That critical mistake that you also learn at JV football not to do because it's a penalty. And thank God the NFL moved the PAT back to back 15 yards right out the gate, and then moved it with that penalty another 15 yards, made it a 48-yarder, not a gimme, especially for Pinheiro, who missed it wide to the, I believe it was wide left, which is the exact same way he missed the overtime field goal. So let's talk about that. Marcus Mariota, we get the ball to start overtime. A touchdown still in regulation, in the regular season, will win the game. First person to get a touchdown, or if there's a field goal, the other team gets a chance to get a field goal as well, or at least have some sort of score. But in the playoffs now, that's where both teams are going to get a true shot at it, regardless of if a touchdown is the first point scored or not. But in the regular season, it's still the old rules. So we had a chance to go down and potentially win. And what do? Mariota throws a god-awful interception. Again, 2 terrible picks in this game. Really, really bad picks. So 2 terrible picks, and that one gets run back. I think it was 60 yards. Basically almost got to the end zone. Thank God we managed to stop them. Didn't allow anything significant from a play standpoint for the next 3 plays. And we managed to somehow get lucky. I can only say that the Falcons got lucky this game. I can't say that we played well enough to feel like we are the deserving winners of this game. I would have said that with 28 seconds left. And again, I want to go through this real quick. The win probability from the beginning. Most people thought the Falcons would win. We had a 67.8% chance at the start of the game to win the game. When the score was 10-7, we had actually Carolina had a 51.6% chance because it was in their favor. Going into the half, we had a 70% chance of winning the game. We did have to kick the ball to them to start the half. They ended up getting a field goal. We ended up getting a touchdown, 21-13. 83.4% chance by all statistical metrics to win the game at that point. We do allow them to come back. It's still slightly in our favor. And then we managed to get a field goal. And finally, we get a turnover. Oh my God, it was a beautiful turnover. And then we get a score on Damiere Byrd. And when Damiere Byrd score with, let's see here, how much time left was it at that point? 12, it was a little under a minute left when we were going into the last play, the last series of the game for Carolina. With 28 seconds left. Obviously, they had 62 yards to go until touchdown. They had to get it. It was 34-28 at the time. You had to get a touchdown or you lost. 99.7% chance of winning. And immediately, the chance of winning for Carolina jumped to 95%. And then the Pinheiro missed extra point, dropped it down. The Falcons never were in dire straits of losing again, but it was just not a clean game overall. I feel like I had a heart attack watching this one. It was rough. Mariota, while he had 3 touchdown passes for 253 yards, he did have the 2 interceptions. We are still using him on the ground. I think the hero of this game to me is going to be Caleb Huntley. Caleb Huntley has looked like a breath of fresh air coming in as a unsigned free agent, coming out the practice squad. 16 carries, 91 yards, 5.7 yards per carry. He did have a 30-yard long. Marcus Mariota, 6 for 43 with a 30-yard long. Tyler Algier, we felt like we were using him most of the game. He was our kind of short yardage guy, but he got 14 for 39 yards, only 2.8 yards per carry. Kyle Pitts was our lead receiver with 9 targets, 5 receptions, 80 yards, and a touchdown, a long of 33. Drake London had 5 targets, 4 catches for 31 yards. Damiere Byrd, again, hero, probably the big hero of the game here. 3 catches on 6 targets for 67 yards and a touchdown. Tyler Algier did have more through the air. He had 3 catches for 46 yards, 25-yard long, and a touchdown. We did manage to get a sack with Rashaan Evans, so that was a benefit. So we're still finding ways to get to the quarterback. And I will say that it did appear P.J. Walker had a lot of pressure on him, even though we were not closing that out. Grady Jarrett looked really good. He had 2 tackles for loss in this game. We had 4 total of those throughout the game. We had 7 passes defended. Michael Walker, middle linebacker, led us in tackles with 8. And then we had Rashaan Evans, Taquan Graham, Richie Grant, Dean Marlowe, Grady Jarrett, Isaiah Oliver. And let's see here. Who got the interception? I'm trying to remember. Lorenzo Carter. That was it. Lorenzo Carter has paid for his contract. He's on a 1-year deal. Prove it with the Falcons. Defensive end, he basically played a screen incredibly well, tipped the ball directly up to himself, and ran for, I think it was like a 28-yard run back to the end zone. He has already paid for his contract. I would say he is one of the big reasons that we won this game. Avery Williams looked really good overall. As our kick return specialist. I don't know why we didn't put him into the game at running back at all, because he's done really well when we've given him that shot, but he did not get a single carry in this game. Again, Caleb Huntley looked good, and I do think he is a little bit better than Tyler Algier right now. Cordarrelle Patterson may be back this week, so we may have to start talking about what we're going to do in the running back room. There's a chance that he's back. And then A.J. Terrell, still week to week. Casey Hayward on IR, could come back sometime in the next week or two. So we should be healthier going forward. Again, I've said this before, I'll say it again. We are first place in the division by some miracle. We are going to clear first place in the division. We're the only 500 team in the division. This is the first time we've been 500. It feels like in years. It feels like we have not started this well in quite some time. But I'm just glad to see this happen for the Falcons. We do have the Chargers, who are coming off of a bye. They do come to Atlanta. I will be at that game. If you happen to be around section 341, come find me. Would love to chat Falcons with you. Then we get the Panthers again on Thursday night, 4 days later. That's going to be kind of a tough stretch. Then we have the Bears and the Commies. Bears, again, still don't look particularly great, though they did play relatively well against the Dallas defense. They did give up some turnovers, but scored almost 30 points on a very good Dallas defense. And the Commies found a way to win. I think the Commies, are they a winning team now? No, they're just like us, 4-4. I still think we can win that game, especially running as well as we are right now. The Bears, I think, were the clear favorite for that game. The Chargers, just to give you a preview, America actually gives us right now the statistical advantage. We are 53.5% chance the winners of that game. A tie has a 0.6% chance of happening, and the Chargers are predicted to have a 45.9% chance of winning. I look for that number to skew a little bit more in the Chargers' favor as the week goes on. But, hey, Falcons won. We are first in the division. It was incredibly hard fought. It was a game where all of my emotion is in my shorts, so please go back and watch the 3 that I did yesterday. I don't have that emotion to give into it today. I'm so happy that the Falcons won. I'm glad to be in first place, and I'm glad to be the sole owner of first place. I never thought we would do this well when the season started. I didn't think we would win more than 3 games. I thought 5 games was our ceiling, and now I'm thinking our ceiling is much higher, and our floor is also much higher than I thought it would be as well. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. It would all help this channel grow and help me reach more people. We are officially really at the halfway point of the season now. For the Falcons' perspective, we've got 9 games left, played 8, got 9 left. I've enjoyed this. I've really enjoyed doing a video blog of this. I've enjoyed getting my emotions out through shorts periodically, and I can't wait to be there celebrating with the Falcons next week and just going in as the division leader. It's gonna be a great game for the Falcons. Or a great experience as a Falcons fan to be there, win or lose. Also, do want to say one more thing. I don't have many contacts in the NFL. And I do have an acquaintance, somebody that I would say we were friendly in high school, but we're not, just great friends or anything. But somebody I was friendly with, and I still enjoy seeing whenever I am back home. Josh Harris, our former long snapper. This is the main reason that I'm going to the Chargers game this year. I want to see him come back, get a little homecoming for our Pro Bowl, former Pro Bowl long snapper. Can't wait to see you on the field again, Josh. Even though it's going to be in the Chargers uniform, I'll feel good about you being out there, and I hope you play well. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching. And as always, rise up.